I just thought I'd explain the difference between the seventh and eighth element in case people are confused. I don't know if I explained it properly the other day, so I just thought I'd do a quick little video because I think about these things because I need to make sure that everybody understands what it is that I'm saying. So the seventh element is creation, the creation frequency. After the ethers is, which is spirit, is the creation frequency. And that is the ability to create, being inspired by things that seem to be drawn down from the ethers, the cosmos, your ancestors, your dreams, your inspirations, your eureka moments, whatever. The creation frequency is when you see something in your head, when something pops into your head, and then you write it, or you paint it, or you play it, you compose it, you put it together, and then it will leave a mark through inspiring others long after you're gone. Having the power to inspire minds with what it is you've created using your own. That's the creation frequency. That's when you become the celebrated photographer or designer or mathematician or scientist or author or whatever, singer, winning Oscars and Grammys and Emmys and Nobel Peace Prizes and things like that. That's the creation frequency. The eighth element is birth. That is the ability to manifest using your words. That is having the authority to change lives, mould lives, shape lives, create worlds, destroy worlds, simply by what it is you speak, either vocally or with language or with numbers. Like if you're a scientist, I can't do numbers, which is why I have to use language. For some reason, my brain I have math autism. But I found a way to do it. So the eighth element is the ability to say, this is going to happen, and it will. Or I want that to happen, and it does. Or Father, get that person, and he does. Or Zeus, get that person, and he does. Or Thor, smack him down, and he does. It's an ability that comes with great responsibility because you have to have infinite patience. You have to have pinpoint, accurate judgment, the ability to judge with pinpoint accuracy and not get a thing wrong in your assessment, and being trusted to be able to do that with pinpoint accuracy, because the second you point that finger and you tell one of their ancestral gods to remove them or take them down or teach them a lesson or save them or help them or whatever, the second you point that finger, you can't undo what has been done. And the gods trust you with that judgment with absolute certainty, without a shadow of a doubt. And in order to do that, you have to have impeccable judgment. You have to be incredibly observant, even if everyone around you thinks you're crazy. You will never be wrong. It might not make sense at the time, but when divine timing falls into play, you will never be wrong. Your pinpoint accuracy will scare the crap out of people. That's the eighth element, and unfortunately, there are 8 billion people out there that would use the ability of eighth elemental alchemy to just smite people that piss them off, or that cut them off, or, you know, we're having a bad day and we're a bit snarky to them in the supermarket, or, you know, the boss who's an arsehole, or the boyfriend who doesn't get it, or, you know, the wife who's, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? People would use that ability to exert control and authority over people, and that's the opposite. Evolution has to be voluntary. It has to be completely organic. But karma is pointed and directed based on actions and consequences. And there are so many people out there that would use that finger of point willy-nilly, and then the whole world would be in trouble, because the amount of karmic debt, we'd never be able to pay it off as a civilization. We'd be doomed. So this ability is trusted with one bloodline. Well, I mean, technically, however many bloodlines went into making me. Ancestral bloodlines. Because my DNA might not show any Scottish, but I know for a fact my ancestors were Scottish. So my ancestral bloodline is a bit different to genetic bloodline. So that's the difference between the 7th and 8th element, and that's me. So just thought I'd explain for people that were a bit confused. My finger of point, the FP72. I said that's going to be the name of a rifle and the name of a gun in Quantum Menace. Anyway, I hope you understand now. So I'll speak to you later. Ka kite anō. Bye.